Browns turn out for Colorado showcase, and Deion Sanders expects them to draft Shedeur Sanders or Travis Hunter. The way Deion Sanders sees it, the Browns got an up-close look Friday at the player they'll take with the number 2 pick in the NFL draft on April 24th. The Pro Football Hall of Famer and Colorado coach just doesn't know if it will be his son, quarterback Shedeur Sanders, or receiver cornerback Travis Hunter. I think one of those guys is going to be there, Deion Sanders said of Cleveland during a news conference in Boulder before the We Ain't Hard to Find showcase, what Colorado called its Pro Day. Owner Jimmy Haslam, Executive Vice President and partner J.W. Johnson, General Manager Andrew Berry, and Coach Kevin Stefanski led a large Browns contingent that had dinner with Sanders and Hunter on Thursday, then watched the workout. Haslam also was part of the group that had dinner with Miami quarterback Cam Ward and Penn State defensive end Abdul Carter, as the Browns have traveled the country in the last couple of weeks to meet with and watch some of the draft's top prospects. Haslam and Johnson chatted with Deion Sanders before Shedeur began throwing 60-plus passes to receivers in a scripted workout. It was charming, it was engaging, it was cool, it was all right, Sanders said of meeting Haslam on Thursday. He's a good guy, and I like him. With Ward expected to go number 1 to the Titans, the Browns' choice would come down to Sanders, Hunter, Carter, or trading down. The Browns are looking for a long-term answer at quarterback, so their evaluation of Sanders will be critical in their decision. It don't matter where I go, I know the influence I have on the society and the culture, he told reporters. So wherever I go, it's definitely going to be an improvement than what it was before I got there. He doubled down on what he said at the scouting combine. All I need is an opportunity. Simple, he added during an interview with ESPN. Whatever franchise want to change they franchise, then it's no doubt who to go with. I've done it over and over and over. You'll be a fool not to pick me. Sanders didn't attend the Senior Bowl or work out at the combine, so this was the first time for Stefanski to see him throw in person. Throwing live is another piece of this, Stefanski said Monday at the owners' meetings in Florida. It's a small piece, but a piece of it. Certainly Shedeur is someone that I think has done a really nice job throughout this process. Sanders doesn't have the strongest arm, but is known for his accuracy and decision-making after completing 71.8% in his career, an FBS record. His best passes Friday were several gorgeous deep balls, while many of the shorter throws were on target, but not the tightest spirals. Berry stood close behind Shedeur Sanders for the passing exhibition. Hunter ran numerous routes after initial reports he wasn't going to participate. Shedeur Sanders said Hunter informed him Thursday he'd be catching passes. Hunter won the Heisman Trophy as college football's best player, along with the Fred Biletnikoff, top receiver, and Chuck Bednarik, top defender, awards. He didn't do defensive drills Friday, but has an extensive resume that includes 35 tackles, 11 pass breakups, 8 forced incompletions, and 4 interceptions, and 96 catches for 1,258 yards and 15 touchdowns last season. He wants to play offense and defense in the NFL. I think he's very capable of both, Stefanski said at the owners' meetings. How you structure it, where you start him, is really important to figure out. I could see him as a wide receiver who moonlights at defensive back. The easier thing that you've seen over the years is a player starts at defensive back, then gets a package of plays on offense. Jimmy Horn Jr., Will Shepard, and LaJohntay Wester joined Hunter in catching passes from Sanders. I think we have the most qualified guys in the draft, Deion Sanders said of Shedeur and Hunter. They're not a risk. Shedeur's been doing it year after year after year after year. Shedeur has led college football in this. Travis ain't nobody like Travis. The surest bets in this draft, I'm not a betting man, I'm a godly man, but the surest bets in this draft are those 2 young men. Shedeur and Hunter followed Deion from Jackson State to Colorado 2 years ago, and the Buffaloes went from 1-11 in 2022 to 9-4 last season. Coach Prime is a huge personality, but Haslam isn't worried about him being a distraction if the Browns were to draft Shedeur. Not concerned about it, he said at the owners' meetings. No, that's not a factor. The major pro days are over, and the Browns will return to Berea to finalize their draft plans. Whether they save the best for last is up for debate, but the trip to Colorado has a good chance to be the most important for the Browns. Arki tu dorkar hilijaniu.